So, whilst Susanna Reid gave Boris Johnson a hiding yesterday, it was Labour's opportunity to shine this morning as Reid interviewed Keir Starmer. Of course, Labour had the advantage of being able to reference yesterday's car crash Johnson interview and was gifted the opportunity to attack that national insurance hike we're all suffering from, an evil hit on earnings that doesn't affect incomes from other means, such as rental income or dividends, the sorts of incomes that tend to be enjoyed by those wealthy Tory supporting types and not the working ones. So naturally, he did as he always does and refused to commit to doing anything about it. Yes, he said it was the wrong tax at the wrong time. Yes, Starmer attacked it as something this country is doing in the midst of a cost of living crisis, such as the callous disregard for people the Tories have. So surely on this, he said he'd scrap it, right? Afraid not. Presumably, it hasn't been focus grouped yet, or Mandelson has told him not to worry his pretty little head about it. Some such bollocks as that. And sadly, this is something we've become very accustomed to now in Starmer. It's that nobody to this day, even now, right on the eve of local elections, actually knows what he stands for. Because you always get this impression he hasn't been told himself. He's not somebody who really thinks he's in charge, because if he was, you'd think he could offer just one solid commitment to a given position on something. Now, the one thing both this interview and the Johnson interview have in common, aside from being conducted with two dishonest right-wingers, is that primarily GMB were after a gotcha. Starmer then got challenged over a Labour Lib Dem pact, which apparently is obsequious prick Oliver Dowden's knickers in a twist. Never mind a pact with the DUP to keep the Tories in power, or a pact themselves with the Lib Dems for 5 years from 2010, or Farage not standing candidates against Brexiteer Tories. No, they don't count. Now, I wouldn't imagine there is a formal pact here between Labour and the Lib Dems. This is probably more about Labour saving money on the verge of going bankrupt as they are, on where the Lib Dems have a better chance. And there's always the issue they've had trouble finding candidates prepared to stand for Starmer's Labour as well. Beergate inevitably got compared to Johnson's birthday party too, but really, unless Durham police do reinvestigate, it's a non-starter now. As well as GMB did against Johnson the day before, they largely let Starmer off the hook this morning.